Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get into today's video session. Here we go. So let's go for some music, man. Here we go. Ah, come on guys. So you ready guys today? So how you guys doing? Check it out. Check it out guys. Whoa, check it out. Get it. Yeah. Get it. Yeah. Okay, incredible stuff. So yeah, today's session is all about the Panasonic Q again. Okay, in my previous videos, now you've seen the Panasonic Q games console in gaming action, and you've seen the actual system from front, back, left, right, up, down, whatever. It's all there. But where I was talking about the Panasonic features and Nintendo gaming in there. So what do you guys think? Well, I think it's one of the most amazing system, grace for gamers. Yeah, seriously. So today's video, right? It is based on the Panasonic Q because the Panasonic Q is my main system, isn't it? So for gamers, yeah. What this is about? How important is it to still have a Nintendo Gamecube? I mean, because if you're buying this really expensive system, does it still hold up to the competition? I mean, no competition in terms of sales. I mean, having the entertainment that people require in the home. Okay, let's look at first of all Nintendo's history, yeah, of games consoles, and then we will look into in the end how has Nintendo changed from the Nintendo GameCube with further along systems. Yeah. Okay. Slowly but slowly, we're gonna talk about the systems. We're not gonna talk about much about hardware because we already know what they're all about. Really, we're gonna talk about like the control systems and all that. Okay, here we go. Nintendo NES. Yeah, Nintendo NES was Nintendo's first games console. Yeah, and it became a very huge success really quickly. We're not really talking about sales here, really. Okay, so please, I don't really care about all this crap about sales because sales has got nothing to do with us, really. The companies are making the money. But why do we get amazed that, oh, this system's got that many sales? What the sales thinks is important is good for the company. Why? Because it just tells you most majority of people are buying that system. That's all it is. It's nothing else. Anyway, let's continue. Nintendo NES was a first of its classic systems, and being the games like Super Mario Brothers on it and Legend of Zelda, all classic stuff, yeah. So that's the start of, and a nice controller to it. And the next system was a Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was a 16-bit games console. It was really good. The system was because it had incredible hardware to the system, and it was using 3D effects for creating special effects. I mean, if we known one game that touched us, starving on the SNES. Whoa, 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 whoa. The graphics and the special effect using the 3D effects was absolutely extraordinary, which the Sega Mega Drive couldn't even come close to. Because Sega Mega Drive hardware wasn't good as the Super Nintendo anyway. So Super Nintendo was, big games like really good stuff on there. I don't know, like Cybernator, Hagon, Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart, uh, Super Mario 2 New Challenges, and so on. It was a top classic system, yeah. And then follow up was Nintendo 64, which lots of people call it the N64. This was some people would say it's a legendary system for Nintendo. I mean, it was a 3D based system. Yeah. One of which Nintendo's first system to use 3D graphics. Yeah. Obviously, the first game was Super Mario 64. Absolutely stunning. A stunning title for a launch game. Then we got F-Zero GX, very fast racing game. Mario Kart 64. What other stuff did we have on it? Super Smash Bros. Lala Wars. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Zelda Majora's Mask. Wow. So much quality stuff on this system. It was a really good system, man. Really good. Yeah, including GoldenEye, Donkey Kong 64, and so on. This was a really good system, and it used a special controller which had an analog, which when you touch it slowly, the character will move slowly. The more pressure you put, the more quicker the character moves. It depends on the pressure. If you put it full, he will run fast, full speed. A really good control system for an analog. Very good buttons on the controller. Yeah, like with all this, like this, come yellow buttons like C buttons or something like that, and A B buttons, start, shoulder buttons. Really good, really cool stuff. And you can even put a rumble pack in there. Then the controller rumbles. They use that kind of method for it. Even the N64 used it, a memory expansion pack or something like that, 4 MB and stuff like that. Or I don't know, 2 or 4 MB. It enhances the graphics, the shading, the textures, special effects. Wow. With a memory pack, Nintendo 64 was a vibe. So there you go. That was the next one. Obviously, Nintendo Gamecube. I'm going to quickly go for the Nintendo Gamecube one. Nintendo Gamecube was a very important system for Nintendo because the company wanted something really, really big. And the thing with that is having some top games. I'll name you some games on this system, man. You're not going to go wrong with it. Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi Mansion, Resident Evil, F-Zero GX, Mario Kart Double Dash. Alright, it all sorts of stunning titles like that. We're going to go a bit more into that a bit later on. It had one of the best game controller you will ever use for a games console. Yeah, best controller. Yeah. Did he have the best games from Nintendo platforms? We're going to go into that a bit later on. And so on. I mean, the control pad was absolutely amazing. The hardware in this system was extraordinary, man. Okay. Now the next one is Nintendo Wii. Now the Nintendo Wii. Was this system good though? It's a very mixed reviews, isn't it, on this system really? Because Nintendo Wii is one of them systems that, it's, I don't know if it's good or I don't know how to put this together. If it's good or bad. Because when I actually played on one, shall I be honest with you? It's okay, but it's kind of weird, really. Because the Nintendo Wii used a Bluetooth control system, didn't it? It used Wii remote and nunchuck. And the thing with that was you're using these special control systems and you're using them. They're really hard to use, you know. Very hard. I mean, if you're playing the tennis game on that thing, it's absolutely difficult to hit the ball. Yeah, it's just insane. You can't even hit it. If you're not an expert and you can't understand the control system, then you wouldn't like the control system on Nintendo Wii. I literally didn't like it. I mean, for sports games, it was absolutely rubbish, I would say. But for other stuff like Metroid Prime, it's okay. But the problem with even when you're playing stuff like Metroid Prime, when you're doing the target system, because you have to target, you need the target system in Metroid Prime, you have to keep them in the target with the remote. And it's really difficult to do. Because sometimes if your hand is not still, you're gonna struggle to play these games. The other part of this was party and exercising stuff. Really, this system was more emphasizes on exercises and party games and dance mats. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention Nintendo GameCube had a lot of different kind of things. Game controllers. Let's go back to Nintendo GameCube. Where game controllers, arcade sticks, DK bongos, and what's the last one? Oh, the dance mat. That's the one. The dance mat. He had all that. The dance mat was already on the GameCube. You know, he was already on there. Do not get surprised if you saw that on Nintendo Wii. No, Nintendo Wii is not the first system to have it. So GameCube, Nintendo Wii. Now that you know that, so it's a difficult control system. Even the game controller that Nintendo Wii released, it was. Oh yeah, I actually can show you that controller because I've got one right now. Just hold on. I'll just show it to you right now. Okay, yeah, this is the controller that the Nintendo Wii had. Look at it. Look at the state of this controller. Would you say this is a good controller? Would you? A round shaped. What kind of design is this? A round shaped, yeah, a rectangle, a shaped. Looks like a brick. I don't like this controller. I don't like it. It's ugly. Is it bloody white? White in a games console, you know. Wow. Nintendo, what the hell? What a color to choose for a games console. White. Well, God, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. This controller, it's slippery. Look. It's slippery, look. It's so slippery, right? It's hard to use. I mean, it's hard to hold, look. But there's no grip to it. Look, it's all slippery from the top. Look at this. A very silky top. And even the, oh my gosh, look. My hands are moving everywhere. What is that? But the one thing good about this controller, no fingerprints. That's the only good thing about this controller. What about the buttons? The buttons, look. Well, you know what? It's not the best control system, yeah? It looks like that. The front, not yeah. The back, it looks like that. It's original Nintendo game Wii controller. It's not the best controller. Trust me, it's not. I think the Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube controller was better than Nintendo Wii. This is a downgrade controller from Nintendo. Not a very good controller, but it does the job, yeah. It's okay. It's too slippery, the buttons are there, but yeah. You know, these analogs doesn't give you precise control. No, I don't think it does. Yeah, so that's Nintendo Wii. Now Nintendo Wii U. Wow, okay. It's in black color, nice color. Why is it designed the same as Nintendo Wii? All it is that the curves are more like different look. They look more curved, don't they? They're more round from the edges. Why is the design the same? I don't know the design on it. Because it's the same as the Wii design. Why? People got confused first of its design, yeah, and then they looked at the system. They go, this is, you know, the U. Does the U stand for upgrade? They go, the U is upgrade. No, no, no. It was an upgrade for Nintendo Wii, alright? No, it wasn't. That's wrong. But it confused the public. Because he called the machine Nintendo Wii U. He put a U at the end. And they thought, then it was a Wii, then it was U. It was an upgrade system to the Wii. Which people got confused. And the design was the same. And the other thing that they saw the controller, they got the controller is like a enhanced version of the Wii. Like it's really massive with a screen built in there. Oh my gosh. What kind of controller is that? That is really big. Look at the size of this thing. You know what? It's really, really big. And it's really hard to hold in the hand. It's just crazy. Crazy piece of hardware. Piece of accessory. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking of. What was all this screen thing all about? Basically, you can stream Nintendo Wii U and Netflix on the screen. Yeah, it does that. But for Nintendo Wii U games, what used to happen? Either you can have it on both screens, you can have it on the gamepad, or you can have it on the television. What was all this about? I mean, why would a television screen turn off? Why would they do that? Well, the reason behind that was that when you stream it to the controller, the game comes on the controller. So your television is left alone. So anybody else who wants to use a television, if they want to watch a television program, they can go and watch it. Yeah? Even your console is connected to television. It doesn't matter. Because you streaming it, you press some kind of buttons on the Wii U gamepad or something. Yeah, it's called Nintendo Wii U gamepad, right? That gets streamed onto the gamepad, and then there's nothing on the television. And anybody in your family can watch the television. Yeah, that's what it was about. It was a cool idea, but I don't think it was cool enough because I know they wanted to stream it onto the screen, but the controller's too big. I mean, even when you buy this package, the controller's so big to play games. How can you play on a thing like that? It's too big. I think he's made some really silly mistakes. Nintendo brings up with these motion controls, which is very difficult to use, and it tires you out. And then it was all about party and exercising. The Wii U gamepad is so big, it's really difficult to play on it. You know, I used to have that controller. I used to feel really weird. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh my god, it's too big, man. It was too large. It's absolutely too big. I would not recommend Nintendo Wii to anybody. The console was nice and portable. Why does Nintendo always don't have multimedia features? It's always just playing games. It's always doing things like that. I'm very disappointed in Nintendo doing that. Right. Let's get back to the Panasonic Q now. Now, when Nintendo released Nintendo Gamecube, yeah, back in the time, they released this very portable block-shaped cube. It was released in a purple color. Purple color is a very unusual color for a console, I would say. I wouldn't say it's a really good color. I think they should release it in black for the market. The black color did come anyway. I don't think purple color is a really good color for a launch console, really. Sounds really weird. It's a nice little system, a cube shaped. Looked very portable and compact. Looked really beautiful in the cabinets, I think. Almost it didn't have no features. It's just playing games. And then a light at the top looks very nice. Nintendo made a deal with Panasonic to make a system. Then Panasonic agreed with the deal. Why did Panasonic agree? Because Nintendo go that we want a system with a DVD player in there. Yeah, that's what Nintendo only said. But Panasonic went over the top. You know what he did? He put too much in there. He put too much features, man, for the Panasonic Q. He gave your Panasonic Q games console, Panasonic Q game controller, Panasonic Q remote control. Absolutely incredible package. And then he came with an AV cable, power cord, manual. Yeah, which is really nice. Very, very nice. With a beautiful package. It was a very extremely incredible feature-packed system. I mean, if you look up very carefully what the Panasonic Q was capable of, it was capable of quite a lot. You got to understand one thing. This is really, really important. Panasonic has nothing to do with gaming. Okay? Panasonic has never released a games console in world history. He never has. The company is more into electronics, not into games console. Now, when we look at this Panasonic Q games console, yeah, it's got a different kind of name. Even they call it Panasonic DVD4/gameplay. Yeah, that's what they actually call it. That's the name of the console, really. They did change the name. They had to because it was manufactured by Panasonic. He only made this system because Nintendo told him to do it. Yeah. Nintendo wanted another Nintendo Gamecube. Yeah. And that's why Panasonic manufactured the Panasonic Q games console. Yeah. So Panasonic, we'll do this again. Panasonic, so what Panasonic did over the Gamecube, right? He did quite a lot. Yeah. First of all, the original Nintendo Gamecube had a handle at the back. This one had handles at the top, a handle to the left and right. It came in a silver color. Then he had an LCD display, giving you game mode, DVD mode, and giving you all the data information on the display. Then below that, they had DVD buttons that you can use without a remote control. Then on the front, it had a mirror faceplate, DVD-ROM drive. Then it had buttons on the left, buttons on the right. The 4 game port circles had blue LED light around them. Then you had port A and B memory cards. That's the same as the original Nintendo GameCube. Can you see how much stuff is done? Can you see how much stuff? Instead of a handle, there's 2 handles on the Panasonic system here. Display, DVD buttons on the top, and the front mirror faceplate, DVD-ROM drive, buttons on the left, buttons on the right. 4 game board circles, got blue LED light. Look how many different things the systems are. And you know the mirror faceplate. You can either see your own face in there, and anything that you put in front of it, you can see that. It's like a mirror. It's incredible. Yeah, and then at the back had a lot of ports like first line audio, second line audio, subwoofer, S video, composite or video. When you put 2 audio and one the other video, then you get audio and video all together. DTS, digital AV out, like the original Nintendo GameCube, and the power cord. So much stuff happening on the back as well. So much. Panasonic's done a good job on it. And then at the bottom, you got 2 tabs One is for the broadband adapter, and I think the second one, no, I don't think. The second one is for Nintendo Game Boy Player. Yeah? Check it out. Incredible. The broadband adapter wouldn't be useful really because the system's in Japanese, isn't it really? Yeah? I don't know if when you connect a broadband adapter, what happens. I mean, because when we mod the system, yeah, the modification is only for Nintendo GameCube games. Yeah? That's what it's only for. What it does, it plays US and Japanese games. It's just a region. Two regions. That's all it does. For DVD, it just says NTSC region 2. No changes there. And I don't think the broadband adapter would be useful for any person if you're from an English country like UK and US. It wouldn't be useful. Or even the EU countries. It wouldn't be useful. Because the system's Japanese, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you can't change the broadband adapter language, can you? That's only for the games. Yeah, it's for nothing else. So yeah, you gotta understand stuff like that. Okay, so there you go. Now the other part is that when you buy originally the Panasonic Q, it's in Japanese. It's Nintendo GameCube in Japanese games. DVDs NTSC region 2. It's only on that region. If your country accepts NTSC region 2, you'll be able to play your DVDs in there. Let me explain something about DVDs in the system. DVD is a complicated task that a lot of people don't understand. Don't just think that it just plays Japanese DVDs. That's not true. DVDs in Japanese, it just doesn't play them. If you look at the chart on the internet, look for NTSC region 2, which countries they are. Yeah, I can't confirm it over on here. But I do know it's 2 countries, right? India and Japan. These are the 2 regions that come under NTSC region 2. Yeah, and you'll play them. Definitely, these 2 countries DVDs will play. If there's some more countries, please investigate in that. I think there's more than that. There's not just 2 countries, there must be more than that. So check it out. Try to find out if there's any English countries. I doubt there are, but you can try if there are. Because if we look at UK, which is PAL. Now PAL is region 2. Yeah, but the Japanese ones is NTSC region 2. So do not try UK DVDs. It won't work. Because it's PAL. It's still region 2, but it's PAL. The US one is region 3. It is NTSC, but it's region 3, man. You're not going to have to play them either. Okay? And I think when we talk about UK and EU, they are all PAL region 2. They will not work in there. Sorry, wouldn't work. Okay? Okay, that's all done for you now. Now we're going to talk about the gaming side of this Panasonic Q, because Panasonic Q plays Nintendo GameCube game, doesn't it? How important is it to have a Nintendo GameCube in 2021? Is it worth it? Of course, 100% worth it. You buy a Panasonic Q, you'll be in stardom. Total stardom. Why would you be in stardom if you had a Panasonic Q? Well, Panasonic Q has great Panasonic features, but how does the game play when we have Nintendo GameCube there? Well, having Nintendo GameCube is the best thing about Nintendo Switch, right? As I forgot to mention about Nintendo Switch. A Nintendo Switch, right? It's not important for its games. No, It's not the games. I can tell you everything right now. If you look at most majority Nintendo Switch games, there are Nintendo games on there. There are some, but there's a lot of them are missing. If I look at the real thing, there's so many Nintendo games missing on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's a very big letdown for a Nintendo system. I mean, if you got this new system, right, which is called Nintendo Switch, why doesn't it have them? Why are they all missing? This is a very important task that people need to understand. Why do people actually buy it? Why do they buy it? If we look at age group like 11, 12, 13-year-olds, why do you think they buy it? You know what? They just want to play a game. They just don't understand the concept. They just want to take it out and they want to play on the road. I find that quite amusing and very silly. Because is that the only way that you can play a game on the road? Of course not. Absolutely rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. This is a Fujitsu Arrows U. Yeah? Now, this device is a smartphone from Fujitsu. Yeah? This only costs about £210. Yeah, when I got it from Japan. It's only a £210 phone, man. This phone, right, got very high performance. Basically, Fujitsu phones are not made for gaming. They're made for high-level work purposes. Yeah, they're very important for Japan, these phones are. Fujitsu is the #1 smartphones in Japan. There's loads of brands there like Toshiba, Panasonic, Sony, whatever, yeah. There's so many brands out there. But they don't beat Fujitsu. I think the only competitor in Japan of Fujitsu is Sharp. Sharp is doing big rounds in Japan as well in the phones. But it's not doing big rounds like Fujitsu because Fujitsu phones are high level for work purposes. Yeah? That's why these phones are #1 in that country. You know what? These literally are made in Japan, these phones are. I'm not lying. These are made there. But if you look at even the Japanese smartphones, they're not made in their home countries. No, they're not. Every manufacturer out there, they're not making the phones themselves. But this is the only phone in the world, I said in the world, that's made in the home country. That's incredible, isn't it? I thought this phone might be made somewhere else as well. But no. Fujitsu smartphones are made in Japan. Okay, so anyway, that's not important here. Now, people are taking this Nintendo Switch on the road, yeah? They think it's a great system for handheld mode. The youngsters can't understand it. The adults can't understand it either. When we got like a good performance smartphone, yeah, we can use emulation programs on them. Yeah, and on my smartphone here, right, the one I got right now in front of me, I've got Nintendo Dolphin, which is Nintendo Gamecube and Wii, EPSXE, Sony PlayStation, GBA, which is Game Boy Advance, MD, Sega Mega Drive, Neo Geo, which is Neo Geo, I think, AES and all that, NGP, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Redream, Sega Dreamcast, PP, Sony PSP, Retro Arch, it's got various simulators in there, SNES 9X, Super Nintendo, and so on. It does all these. Now, our important thing goes back GameCube, Nintendo GameCube, we talked about that. Even Nintendo Switch plays Nintendo GameCube. Is that amazing? So a lot of people are using for different audiences. You gotta understand, Nintendo Switch works on audiences. It's not its games. Do not believe that. The sales are not coming from its games. Nope. No, 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 no. If I tell you about Nintendo when Nintendo DS came out, what did the Nintendo DS sell for its games? In some parts it did, but most majority was flashcards. Flashcard, where you get free emulation, free Nintendo DS games, photo, music, and media files. That's what people were using flashcards on Nintendo DS, and it became really a huge success. Can you see? Who's about games for that as well? Now, Nintendo Switch is based on handheld, tabletop, TV. It's that. These three audiences is making the system sell. It's not the games, man. If anybody thinks it's the games, then they're wrong. It isn't. Because if I look at it properly, there's Nintendo games are missing in there. A lot of Nintendo games are missing. I'm going to show you some Nintendo Gamecube Nintendo Gamecube games versus Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that system doesn't be known. Not only that, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Switch, all three of them were struggling to have these titles. They didn't have them. Now, if you got a thing like Fujitsu Arrows U smartphone, and you probably don't know that Android has Nintendo Gamecube and Nintendo Switch. I don't have a Nintendo Switch on my phone because it can't handle it because it's not that powerful. But I can show you Nintendo Gamecube on there. Check this out. On a smartphone. Yeah? Check it out, dudes. Nintendo Gamecube on a smartphone. Look at that. Check it out, dudes. I'll put you Metro Prime. Let me just put some volume up. It's not very good performance for Nintendo GameCube. This device is but this is how you could play Nintendo GameCube on your smartphone. Look, let's just come on. It's compiling the shaders and stuff. I think it's not working for typing. Something wrong. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Let me try for some. Let me try again. Okay, I think I'll show you in the end anyway. Let's just go through something else first, yeah? Okay, I'll do that in the end. Right. So you can play a lot of games on this, yeah? Okay? On the smartphones, yeah? Right. A lot of the Nintendo platforms on it. Now, this is a Sega Nintendo GameCube exclusive. It's called Bleach. Bleach. You've already seen them before, but it's good to know that these games are around there. This makes a Panasonic Q at higher level. Yeah? It puts you at a high level. Which is pretty incredible, isn't it? If you got that game, Bleach, this game is really good, man. You have to check that game out. Another one they don't own is this one. Bloody Roar Extreme. Look, all these tiles are missing, man. These are big stuff, man. Where are they? On there. Absolutely silly, man. Yeah. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Not even a sign of this game. Why? This is the best Donkey Kong game ever made. So, and you can use these. Look at these. You get these bongos, man. Then the Switch doesn't even own them. How boring. Because they got a game called Donkey Konga. Nintendo Gamecube. It's wicked, wicked music game, man. One of the best games for music. F-Zero GX. Basically, they're trying to rip off this game on Nintendo Gamecube. What happened to you? You don't have your own original games that you need to rip off one of the Nintendo Gamecube games? How silly. Still not released on there. They keep on just talking about it. They're gonna make it, release it, blah blah blah. Just watch that space, man. All that boom, and they're gonna just talk about it. Another game, yeah. Doesn't matter if some of these aren't exclusives, but they're not on there, yeah? These games. This is Naruto Ninja Taisen 3. Another one of the excellent fighting game, man. This is really good, this game is, man. All these games, man. Wicked stuff. I collected one of the best games on, on the Nintendo GameCube. Naruto Ninja Taisen War. Yeah. This is one of the finest example. Nintendo GameCube. That's a better system than more. It doesn't matter if a machine's new, but it's got quality games, isn't it? I mean, if you want to play stuff like this, you ain't gonna get it on there. Okay, what's this? This is One Piece Grand Battle 3. Wicked. This game's wicked, man. Wicked stuff. I've collected one of the best games on the system, so absolutely Nintendo GameCube is the best, man. Namco on Nintendo GameCube, R-Racing Evolution. A very good game this is. One of the best Ridge Racer game ever made. Thanks to Namco for making it really good. This game's really good though. Okay. They don't know anything like this either. It's totally it's just awful, man. I mean, these games are massive. I mean, they don't got anything like them. Yeah, they only got this one. This one's called in Japanese Smash Bros. DX. Yeah, they got this Smash Bros. Ultimate game. That's it. This is the only game they got on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, this is the only one they got for my collection. Yeah, all these games, they should be on there, man. Yeah, there's no excuses. I don't know if this game's on there. Maybe you guys will know. Maybe probably not. Sonic Mega Collection. Sega Nintendo GameCube game. It's got 7 games, look. Very good. Look at that. Really good. Namco, Nintendo GameCube, one of the best game ever. Soul Calibur 2. I think this is still one of the best Soul Calibur games in my opinion anyway. It still is. And Soul Calibur 2 from Soul Calibur 2 series, this is the best version. And further along Soul Calibur games, they weren't really good as this anyway. I prefer this one. It's better. This is a classic, man. Still unbeatable. They don't even own that. World Soccer Winning 11-6. Fighting Revolution. Do they own a pro soccer game? I don't think so. I only saw people soccer on there, I don't think they got one, I don't think so. This game is really good, Alright, I know it's part 6. So part old one. You know, this game is ripping good, man. When you put it on television, Konami and Nintendo Gamecube. World Soccer Winning Eleven 6 Final Edition. Really good, man. This one is. It's got nice covers. I like the look of the picture, man. Look. It's different, look. The way they've done it. I think you can't tell. It's like a kind of like a different kind of colouring system. It's really good, man. Absolutely amazing. Now you got a glimpse what the actual it can be like. You see how good the Nintendo GameCube is still the best system in 2021. And even Sony and Nintendo, which I mentioned, did say Sony, but sorry, not Sony, Nintendo. Sony and Microsoft can never compare with Nintendo games anyway. Because Nintendo games, right, they are one of the best, aren't they? If you ask me, yeah, if you ask me, where would you get games like these? Man, look at these games, man. They're absolutely stunning, man. Look at these games, man. If you want stuff like this, look at this. Get it, man. Sony and Microsoft can't deliver all that? You must be joking, man. Absolutely a joke. Really? That's like a big joke. They still haven't released some of these games, have they, on their systems, really? So, like, even exclusive, in terms of exclusives, yeah? I like the adventure mode is really good, man. That's where it all started from, innit? This game's really good, man. That's a good one as well. I probably can add this one as well in there because Soul Calibur 2, where are you gonna find Link? His stage, his music. You're not gonna have to beat this game, man, ever. It's the greatest Soul Calibur game ever. You're not gonna have to beat it. So having a Panasonic Q is really, really impressive because Nintendo GameCube owns most amazing Nintendo game exclusives as well. So you gotta look at that as well. So you're not gonna have to beat them. Sorry about that. Till you don't own them. There must be more Nintendo exclusives that I don't own. I mean, there's games like 1080 Avalanche. Whoa, what a snowboarding game that is. Luigi Mansion, Paper Mario, Wario World, Resident Evil, Resident Evil Zero, Metal Gear Solid, Metroid Prime, Metro Prime 2. Look at these titles, man. That's just wicked. You're definitely not gonna get this on Sony and Microsoft, and definitely Nintendo Wii and Wii U, Nintendo Switch didn't have all these. So yeah, I mean, Nintendo GameCube is still the best gaming system, in my opinion. Mine, in terms of gaming, still is. Right now, I was mentioning that. Hope it works now. I was mentioning that we don't need a Nintendo Switch for handheld. Every single person out there owns a smartphone. Doesn't matter what brand is. You got good Snapdragon from 855 or even higher, even better. Yeah, that. Look at that. I think it's gonna show the game. Look at that. This is only Fujitsu Arrows U smartphone, which only costs £210. Look at that. This is not an expensive device, and you can run it on this. See that? Okay, I'll show you another one now. That was Luigi Mansion. Now I'm gonna try you. Let's try Metro Prime. Everyone's favorite. The Nintendo Switch doesn't even own this game. How are you supposed to play this in a handheld mode? You Nintendo Gamecube with this. Panasonic Q games console is the right. Is the right system on, man. Absolutely awful, man. Awful. Why isn't there Metro Prime on there? That's stupid, man. The system's boring, man. I don't know why I have to restart this every time when I'm doing this. When it does the shades, it does that. I don't know why it does that. The caching of that. Hold on, let me just turn it off one more. Let's just do it one more time then. We won't do it anymore. Just hold on. Okay, let me just put it on again. Must be something to do with the hardware in the wall. Maybe struggling because of that. Yeah, must be nothing else. Yeah, by the way, this device is using a Snapdragon 450. But usually 450 devices aren't good, with Snapdragon 450. Fujitsu knows how to deal with high performance. Yeah, because he wants to give high performance to the workers, you see. That's why he made this device really good. Even because of that, now the gaming was really good on it. Hopefully it should work now. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, it should work now. I don't know, it just does that. It's weird. It doesn't matter, just keep on switching up, do that to each game. No, I wouldn't do it to the other smartphones, it's just doing it to this one. Alright. What it does, we already saw that line, like with cache and shaders. It's only doing because of that. Otherwise, it wouldn't do that. Let's try now. Yeah, when it says back, then it works. Oh, blimey. Wonder why Metro Prime's not working today. Hold on. Let's try again. Let's try a different one. Let's try Sonic Heroes. Yeah. This doesn't know. I don't know why Metro Prime. Must be some kind of settings that I've probably done something to it. Look at that. Don't worry about the stuttering sounds. This kind of earlier, sorry. Look at that. You really need a Nintendo Switch when you can run all this stuff on a smartphone. Look at this. You know what? You even can get the Nintendo Switch emulator on as well. Yeah, I heard it's quite good. You can even play Nintendo Switch games on smartphones. Yeah. Look how good the actual display is. Look at that. It's really clear. I like with these two devices, they give you really good displays. See that? Really good. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's go, so number 2, man. Check it out, dudes. Here we go. Hope this works. Yeah, I think it's working. Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna press start. No. How are you doing all this? Let me find out where it is. Usually, it's quite tricky to find. Okay, I'm struggling to find this one. I don't know where it is. I don't know, where did it go? Let me just exit this. Hold on, let me just. So if we Gamecube, yeah. Maybe you don't go into that. Hold on. Yeah, it's something to do with that. This is quite tricky how to do it. Okay, we'll just select a different game, ignore it. Haven't played this emulator for a long time, man. Let's try Star Fox Assault. Oh yeah, this is another Nintendo GameCube exclusive, by the way. Oh, they keep on pressing, telling you to press that stupid buttons, man. They don't do anything. It's difficult to do when you don't know how to do it. I just hate doing settings, I swear. You have to enable the controls on the damn phone, man. I don't know where the hell he's gone. Okay, let me see if he's over here somewhere. It's quite difficult to find, man. Okay. Okay, I don't know where they are. I'm sorry, I can't help. I really don't know where they are. You gotta investigate into this damn thing, man. Okay, anyway, so yeah, you can actually play them like that. So yeah, it does work. You have to bring the controls on the screen and all that, innit? Yeah, and then it actually works. and stuff like that. But right now, I can't actually find them. I don't know where the hell they're gone, man. This is terrible. See if it's around here somewhere. Nah, they're not. I can't believe it. I usually can find them easily. Now I can't find them at all. Stupid, man. Hold on. Let me see if they... Seriously, I don't know where they're actually gone. No joke. They used to be there. They're not there anymore. I don't believe it. Man, this is just embarrassing, man. Seriously, I'm very sorry about this. My gosh. You're supposed to play this on screen, man. This is ridiculous. Seriously, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what the hell they've done. Anyway, so yeah, oh, flipping man. Yeah, so anyway, you can play them like that on the device. Yeah, it's very difficult to win the controls on. I don't know what happened, man. Maybe there's some kind of settings. Something's gone wrong. I need to investigate that and then I will show you something. Actually, I will show you this in a separate video how to do it. Once I've fully investigated where the damn controls are on these stupid things, man. And yeah, you don't need no Nintendo Switch and all that because I tell you what, right now, the important systems are Nintendo GameCube really, because Nintendo Switch doesn't own that many games anyway. But I tell you, I can confirm to you right now, if you own any Android device, you'll be able to play Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo Switch for free. You don't even need a Nintendo Switch. It is that good. But I do say one thing. I still say Nintendo GameCube is still Nintendo's best games console, man. I don't care what people say, but it's still one of the best systems. Nintendo Switch is only selling because of its audiences. Obviously, it's a new system. It's a business in it for Nintendo, so they gotta get customers in it to buy the system. The idea actually worked. It's just the idea that has to work. But that doesn't mean Nintendo Switch owns the best games. No, it doesn't. That's just like a business. So customers can buy his system more. That's why and it sold the most. That's why out of the three, Nintendo Switch sells the most. And it's got like better games. The Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X. I do say that as well. It's actually better than them. It is, definitely. But if you compare it to Nintendo GameCube, it's not. No, it's not. Definitely not. Nintendo GameCube owns the best games, man. I mean, I did hear about something else as well. We got one side where the Panasonic Q games console is a big thing that you can still buy this thing and you can like this thing to the utmost levels, man. I mean, Nintendo is their forthcoming systems are Nintendo 64 Mini and Nintendo GameCube Mini. Whoa, Nintendo GameCube Minis come out. I was thinking that if Nintendo can get another deal, right, with Panasonic and release the Panasonic Q mini games console, that'd be really good, man. I mean, if there is a Panasonic one again, whoa, I swear that thing was so like crazy. They should bring that machine out again. You know what they should do with the Panasonic Q? We're gonna make a separate video where I'm just gonna make this video. I want Panasonic and Nintendo to watch it. I want them to watch it. I mean, you people out there, Why should Panasonic and Nintendo release a Panasonic Q mini games console? Why should they? I'm gonna be making another video on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video session today. So in my video today, you probably learned enough that Panasonic Q games console, it is one of the best games console. It even beats the Nintendo Switch in every way. The Nintendo Switch can't play CDs. You can't play any kind of CDs really. Games, DVDs, series, media. It doesn't do any media. Remember one thing, Panasonic Q is not just playing one of the best Nintendo game exclusives, alright? It's also, in terms of Panasonic features, it gives you all that other features I told you from front to back. You're gonna get lots from that anyway, yeah? There's loads of things happening from the outside anyway. But in terms of DVD and CD media, there's lots. You can play with CD, DVD media, yeah. It's not just like a DVD and CD media just playing one format, no. There's loads of medias in there, which already made a lot of videos. Just watch my previous videos if you want to learn more about, the Nintendo Gamecube, DVD, CD media. What kind of other stuff can it play in terms of CDs? Yeah, from the three medias. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video session today. I hope you guys liked it. Give me a likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.